Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, welcome to our podcast. This is Ika, and this is my friends.
Hello, I'm Misha.
And today we are going to talk about standard beauty. Nowadays, young people in Indonesia are having a crisis of confidence. It can be caused by so many factors. One of them is a beauty standard. You know
Yeah, yeah,
that we are in the globalization era, which there are so many culture can get into Indonesia quickly, including fashion and beauty standard. For example, we can take South Korea. Their beauty standard are now worldwide. Starting from K-pop, we can see how unrealistic their facial beauty is.
yeah.
But this
You're
is not
correct.
always a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's South Korea.
hmm
What about in Indonesia? What do you think about standard beauty in Indonesia now, Misha?
Mm, yeah, it's so interesting to talk about beauty standard. In my view, we can actually have our own beauty standard, or even we are actually can have no beauty standard at all, right? However, because we live in an
Mhm.
environment where beauty is mostly important, we're usually forced to be beautiful, based on other people's views. In Indonesia, there are some people like artists or models who say to be beautiful by so many people. And I think it is automatically being some standard beauty of some woman in Indonesia, which means they want to be pretty like them. They want to be beautiful like them. The model that many people love. That's what I think. What
Mhm.
about you? What do you think about the beauty standard in Indonesia?
Um, I think the standard of beauty in Indonesia is quite cruel because is everything is only a drive of beauty. Like if you want to get a job, you have to be pretty first, right?
Yeah. I
So,
totally agree with you.
yeah, yeah, like if you want to get a job, you have to be pretty first.
Yeah.
So, um, what about in the standard set for beautiful women? What's your opinion?
Mm, standard set for a beautiful woman. Personally, I don't think the existence of such standard is a good thing because I would say that every woman in this world are beautiful. And we shouldn't make some standard to make a woman to be state to be beautiful, right? All women have the right to be beautiful with her own way. When we set a standard for women to be beautiful woman, I think it's gonna be limiting their right to express themselves, and it probably will affect their confidence. And you know what? To be honest, I don't think beauty standards are very useful anyway. It just makes us compare
Right.
ourselves to others, right? It's useful, I think. Like it's saying you
Mhm.
shouldn't be confident if you are not as pretty as her, like what you say before, or you can get a job if you are not as pretty as her, and something like that. And totally, I'm not agree with the set standard for beautiful woman because, in my opinion, every woman in this world are beautiful and we can be pretty with our own way.
Okay. Yes, you're right. Um, we become ungrateful for what a God has given us, right? We make
Yeah.
change and then waste our money not to mention the rich pain at the time. So, um, you said that if we change a woman beauty standard, it will limit their right to express themselves and it will affect their confidence.
Yes.
So, what's on your opinion? How much beauty standard can affect women confidence?
All right. Well, um, nowadays, not only in Indonesia, probably all over the world, it's generally accepted that when we are a girl or a woman, you should be beautiful, right? Like the people said, when you're a girl, you had to be beautiful, something like that. And that thought had
Yeah.
become too deeply rooted in the mind of women all over the world, especially Indonesia. Therefore, beauty standards are enough to affect women's confidence, I think. Let me give you an example. When we are as a teenagers, make Maudi Ayunda as our role models of our beauty standard, uh, which she has a good body, beautiful smile, beautiful eye, smart skin, or etc. It will always make us um, feel not pretty and unconfident as long as we still don't look like her, right? Whereas we probably look like beautiful without being like Maudi Ayunda, right? And
Right.
another thing, even Maudi Ayunda as our role model, in like in our opinion, Maudi Ayunda is the most beautiful people, is the most pretty people in our mind. There is still people think that Maudi Ayunda isn't beautiful because maybe other people have a different standard, right? So my point is, we will
Yes.
always be pretty in view of some people, and some others will see it as not so. And therefore, no matter how pretty you are, there still people will think you are not. Like when you think, I'm not pretty enough today, so I have to be more. I have to be more prettier than it. So, but no matter how pretty you are, there are still people will think you are not because they have a different standard. Even I mean, every single people, everyone in this world maybe have a different standard of beauty. So the important thing is, in my opinion, you don't have to be you don't have to use other people's as your beauty standards. Just look at yourself, make yourself as your role models, being confident and love yourself. That's it. What
Yeah.
all the thing you should do, I think, as a woman.
I think this is good opinion. Um, I was reminded of the words of a Korean idol who
Mm-hmm.
get a lot of hate speech because her beauty was different from the standard there. She
Yeah.
said that if you don't fit that beauty standard, then
Uh-huh.
you can make your own beauty standard.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
yeah, uh, like uh, like you said earlier, no matter how pretty you are, there are still
Mm-hmm.
people who think you are not. So
Yes.
so the important thing is you don't have to use other as your beauty standards. Just look at yourself and make her your role model, being confident and loving yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally agree.
Um, this is very happy to discuss this with you, Meisha. I
Me
hope we can
too.
discuss this again next time.
Me
And
too.
for you guys, thank you for watching our podcast. See you guys. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.
Bye bye.